This is Joe again with another review. And for this video, since it's almost Valentine's Day in 2015, I'm going to do a video of a Valentine's Day special, which my friend Riley C. Moore, and you can see my video, some of my older videos on his website, which we're going to get to in a minute. Did one of the second special Valentine's Day special with the Peanuts gang. So I'm going to do a video on the first original Peanuts special, which was Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown, which originally aired on CBS in 1975, which was, I think, was like around the 14th or the 15th special that came out. And of course, this one is a stereotypical Peanuts special. What I mean by that is, and Charlie Brown is, of course, treated like crap by most of the people in the Peanuts universe, particularly the girls. Of course, this is a Valentine's Day show, and of course, Charlie Brown is expecting to get a lot of Valentines from the girls in his class. So what he decides to do, he's looking forward to getting some Valentines, and he's actually stupid enough to bring a briefcase that's big enough for all the Valentines he's expecting. And of course, all the other kids like Linus says, "Well, what's with the briefcase?" Linus asks him, and Shmuel asks him, "Hey, Charlie Brown, what's with the briefcase?" And he says, "Oh, it's for the Valentines I'm expecting." And of course, and then Linus, and the other subplot, or one of the main subplots, besides Charlie Brown expecting a Valentine, his first Valentine, you had Linus getting a hat for teacher. And of course, naturally nowadays, if this show was made today in 2015 instead of back in 4 years ago in 1975, people will make a huge stink over Linus having a crush on a teacher, especially all the stories that come out of the last 20 years or so of teachers, particularly women teachers, having sex with the male student. That happens more often than a male teacher having sex with a female student. And Linus has such a crush on this teacher that he goes to a local store. They were selling a lot of Valentine stuff. It comes in with a big box of candy. It's in the shape of a heart, which of course is naturally is sold at this time of the year. So he gets a big box heart full of chocolates for the teacher. And for some reason, at the party they had in the school, a Valentine's Day party for all the kids, for some reason he does not give the candy to the teacher yet. Until he realizes that the teacher was leaving the school, trying to catch up with her, and he found out that she was there with her boyfriend, and they get in the car and they drove off. And he realized that the teacher had a boyfriend, and he gets all bent out of shape. And he gets angry over it. And at the same time, Sally is expecting to get the box of candy the Linus bought was for her. So Linus was chasing the teacher to give her the box of candy. And he's waiting, like I said earlier, like he just said, he was waiting until at the last minute when she's leaving the school, he goes, "Hey, where's the teacher?" And Violet goes, "Oh, she just left with her boyfriend. She just left." And he starts chasing her. And while Linus starts chasing her to give her the box of candy, Sally is chasing him. Sally is chasing Linus. Hey, where are you going with a box of candy? Because she expected, Linus to give her the box of candy and the Valentine's card and all that stuff. And at the same time, Charlie Brown is at the point he's waiting for a Valentine. And Shaw says, "Okay, here's the box for all the kids to put the Valentines in." And all the kids are starting to put Valentines in there. Even Charlie Brown puts Valentine's Day in there, cards in there. And he's at the party, when the official started the party, Shaw takes all the Valentine's cards out Just passing the card. Oh, here's one for Lucy, here's one for Sally, here's one for Franklin, here's one for this one, here's one for that one. And Charlie Brown keeps asking him, "Hey, is there any Valentine's with my name on it?" I said, "Sorry, Charlie Brown, I haven't come across one with your name on it, but if I do, let you know." He's asking this about like 3 or 4 times, and all the girls are going, Did anybody give a Valentine's card to Charlie Brown? And Sally being, and not Sally, Lucy being the bitch that she is, she goes, why waste one on old Charlie Brown for? Why should I waste one on him? And of course, by the end of the party, of course, it's obvious that Charlie Brown is not getting a Valentine from anybody. Schroeder is like ripping mad at all the girls. Because finally, after all these years, about like 10 years of Peanut specials, I mean, Peanut specials been on, like I said, there's about like 15 specials, so for about 15 specials, and 10 years on CBS at that time, because CBS had the exclusive rights to the Peanut shows and that, and until the year 2000, they had all the Peanut specials in their catalog to broadcast, and I guess Schroeder finally had enough, and he yelled at all the girls because he got tired of all the girls humiliating, embarrassing Charlie Brown, humiliating him all the time, and treating him like crap. And said, just this once, could you at least throw him a bone and give him a Valentine? Is that so horrible to give this kid a Valentine's card? Isn't it so awful to give him a Valentine's card? I mean, you embarrassed him. The kid, everybody in the whole class got a Valentine by him. You embarrassed the kid. He is totally humiliated, and for years and years and years, you're treating him like a piece of crap, like he has to play. I'm tired of seeing it, and every year he expects to get a Valentine's from somebody. And you don't do it because it's more fun to embarrass him than to treat him like a human being, which he is. And of course, all the girls felt guilty about it. So what happens is the next day, after Charlie Brown checks the mailbox, maybe Valentine is late or something. So he checks the mailbox, and actually there's nothing for him. That's when all the girls come along with the sympathy Valentines, and Valentine says, I crossed my name out, I wrote yours in, and here's a Valentine. And Schroeder was there, because he felt, naturally he felt sorry for Charlie Brown. So, now you feel sorry for him? Where the hell were you yesterday? You're a day late and $1 short. But, pretty much, he said you're a day late and $1 short. First you embarrass him, and now because you feel guilty about it, you're going to give him a Valentine. Which Schroeder is, my favorite character in this whole episode, because at least he stood up for Charlie Brown when no one else did. And usually it's Linus who stands up for Charlie Brown. In this special, Schroeder stood up for him, which I like, because you don't have that much stuff for Schroeder. At least with Schroeder and Charlie Brown all that much, except for maybe a couple of scenes in one of the movies. In the movie, A Boy Named Charlie Brown. I mean, other than that, you don't really have Schroeder interacting with Charlie Brown that much in the specials. And this one, he really stood out, and he really defended Charlie Brown, and it was great. I mean, finally, it was the first time ever that one of the boys stood up for Charlie Brown and actually physically defended him from all the girls treating him like crap. And he said, "There's no excuse not to give him a Valentine card. None. At least." He said, "You might not like him, but at least throw him a bone, for Christ's sake, give him a bone." All he wants is a stinking Valentine. He doesn't ask you for a date. He's not asking you to marry him. He just wants a stinking Valentine's Day card where you can buy in any store for a couple of dollars, or make one up and give him one. Now you have to give them a used one because now because you feel guilty, and now you give him a used coin. What the hell's the matter with you kids, you girls? Because now you feel guilty. Shame on you. Well, actually, you can't say it in a cartoon, but it says, "Fuck you, girls. We don't need your sympathy. We don't need your sympathy cards." But Charlie Brown took it anyway. And of course, later on, he was throwing the Linus and the trademark brick wall at the end. So, well, I guess they let Schroeder down because he defended me, and I took the court anyway. And Linus was still depressed over the fact that the teacher that she has a crush on, he had a crush on, had a kind of boyfriend. It's a big deal. And you know how many teachers I gave a Valentine's Day card I knew who were married? And they didn't have no woman teacher that I had when I was in school who wasn't married. And when I was in elementary school, I used to give a teacher, a woman teacher, a Valentine's card for Valentine's Day. And they liked it. They thought it was, a cute, something like a 6-year-old kid would give it to a teacher or something. Or a 7 or 8-year-old kid would give it to a teacher. But for Linus to give like a big box of candy, he was really obsessed with his teacher. I was not obsessed with them because I knew they were married. So I didn't go that crazy. I didn't go that, that crazy about it. Linus did. I never got a teacher a box of candy for Valentine's Day. For Christmas or for Hanukkah, I might give him like some perfume or something. But that, or if it's I had a male teacher a couple of times, I gave him like some cologne or something. But for the holidays, for Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever holiday is having to celebrate. But for a big box of candy like Lion, I mean the box was bigger than he was. And of course, years later, they did do a second show. It was called Charlie Brown Valentine with like little vignettes, like shorts that you would see on the 80s CBS Saturday morning show, the Charlie Brown Snoopy show, because there was a Saturday morning show for a couple of years with CBS, and it's like those type of little 4 or 5 minute cartoons stretched out to, and they show one short after another for about a half hour, with no real continuity to it. At least the original Be My Valentine Charlie Brown was a full half hour or 25 minute cartoon, and I've been trying to find it on YouTube so I could give a more proper review on, but I've seen it enough times, particularly in ABC the last few years, they can give a proper review on. But I think last year they gave out they aired the one with this little vignettes on. So let me review of Be My Valentine Charlie Brown, which even though with the storyline problems that I have with them picking on Charlie Brown, and one storyline, the other storyline with Linus being obsessed with his teacher, it is a pretty good, it is an entertaining special to me, even though it's considered like one of the worst ones. But unfortunately, this one does introduce the character, one of Snoopy's personas, or a new persona for Snoopy, other than the World War I Flying Ace, was introduced in the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown show. They introduced the character of Snoopy as Joe Cool. And I love that character. I mean, first name was Joe, so I figured, hey, Joe Cool, I'm Joe Cool. And I actually did have some T-shirts over the years with Snoopy as a Joe Cool character. They used to wear for years in school, in elementary and junior high school. They say, "Hey, you're Joe Cool," and trying to be cool all the time, like Snoopy in that special. And that's where I remember the Joe Cool character from. I know they introduced that character, but we're having to be My Valentine Charlie Brown show. So that's my review of Be My Valentine Charlie Brown. Please click on my video, please rate it, feel free to comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video to your Facebook pages, and also you can check out my older videos on rowdyc.com. And also you can check out Rowdy's review. If you on his website, there's this link to not only to my videos but also to his reviews of on TV trash reviews, which I think he has like more than 150 videos of TV trash videos. And you also check out his Charlie Brown shows, which I have to say they're his best ones. I have to say, I like pretty much most of his. Well, I would say I like pretty much all of his shows from one degree to another. But I feel that his Charlie Brown reviews are his best ones, and he does a great job on all of his videos, really. But his Charlie Brown ones, he really took the time and care for those particular shows. And he does do a great review on the other Valentine's, the Charlie Brown Valentine special, which I reviewed, because he felt that was worse than the Be My Valentine show. So I figured since, all due respect to the Valley review, I feel that the other review, the original Charlie Brown show, should have its own review, and so that's what I'm doing in this one. And take the matter on to trash the Be My Valentine Charlie Brown, because in a way it does deserve to be trashed a little bit, because of how Charlie Brown is mistreated again, and the storyline with Linus having the hatch for the teacher. Fortunately, you never saw what the teacher looks like, because God forbid they should show adults in the Charlie Brown universe. The only time you actually saw adults in the Charlie Brown specials was when they had, in the late 80s, they had the This America Charlie Brown show, where they took historical moments in American history and they made a Charlie Brown special out of it, which were pretty good. But it was the only time you actually saw adults, and of course you never saw the teacher. I was dying to see what this teacher looks like, but you never did. So thanks for watching, and also remind you one more time, you can check out all my videos on YouTube, and you can also go to Rowdy, that's ROWDY, the letter C.com for my reviews on my older reviews on Rowdy's website, because he links the videos I post on YouTube. He links them on his website. You can check out my older reviews, plus all of his content that he has on his website, plus all my old reviews as well. So thanks for watching, and catch you next time.